What's going on, guys? It's Ryan, and we're about to go fry hard. This is the fourth episode of the Journey to 55 series, and I apologize if I sound like crap. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm kind of dragging ass today. Just had two classes, and really want to go to bed, but I want to get this done. It should have been done yesterday, but I played the game and went to upload it, and then noticed that the voice over didn't. My microphone had malfunctioned again, so I had to go back and do this. Let me turn the volume down really quick. Um, so yeah, I don't have much to say, so I'm gonna go over. I'm sure you guys have all seen it, the new patch that Black Ops put out. I'm gonna go through that and just hit the high points of it and the interesting things, and hopefully that'll be the whole time. But we'll get started with that. So in the patch, as far as spawn system improvements, they reduced the weight of positive team spawn influence on owned domination flags. This reduces cases in domination where players may spawn near their team but also near danger. So pretty much it's gonna be spawn you away from everything. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably I'm gonna be good more than less, but I don't know. It says it added more spawn points to hijack for demolition and kill confirmed, which improves the spawn picking algorithm on the map in those game modes. So again, I mean, it's just more spawns and it's gonna spawn you away from anything else. So I mean, I guess you get spawn killed less, but I mean, I don't like when I have to run halfway across the map to find anybody. It just makes for a boring game. And then the last one for that is it says it adjusted spawn influencers on standoff for improved spawn picking algorithms in all game modes. So the same thing that they just said on hijack. It's just gonna be more spawns and it's gonna pick you pick a spawn for you that's away from every all the action. Here comes the interesting stuff. The for SMGs, the MSMC, the recoil has been increased and the hipfire accuracy has been slightly reduced. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I played with the MSMC. That's what I use most of the time, and it didn't really. I could kind of notice the recoil, but as far as hip accuracy, I mean, it's the same with the PDW now. The recoil is increased and hipfire accuracy slightly decreased. Everybody got their wish. The Cat 40's dual wield damage has been reduced, so I guess it just says dual wield damage reduced. So I'm sure the single one is probably pretty overpowered still. I don't know. No, that was one of the questions I asked. I forget who I asked, but everybody's whining about well, not whining. I mean, complaining for good reason. It's pretty overpowered and everybody uses them. But what would I guess is it only because they're dual wield that they're overpowered, or is it just like if everyone used one, would it still be unfair? I mean, I get the whole we want variation. I mean, if everyone's using the same gun, then it gets makes for a pretty boring game. But I just is it one overpowered or is it just when they're dual wielded? And also says the dual wield hip fire accuracy has been reduced. So I mean, they nerfed them a little bit, but I mean, from where they were, I'm sure they're still going to be used quite a bit. Attachments, the MMS scanner, cold blooded now renders enemies almost completely invisible to MMS. So if you have cold blooded on, I don't know what almost completely invisible means. I guess invisible, but um, LMGs, the LSW and the hammer, both their medium range damage has been increased, which is I guess good. Um, Assault rifles, the FAL and the SMR, both of them, their damage has been reduced when firing full auto with the select fire thing on. The Type 25, your move speed is increased, so when you're holding it, um, and the medium range damage is increased. And then the Scar and the SWAT, both long range damages were increased. So I mean, it sounds like other than the FAL and the SMR being reduced when firing full auto and select fire, but they didn't nerf anything in the assault rifles unless you use select fire, like I said. But the shotguns, the M1216, the medium range damage is increased, so that'll be great. Um, and then on the sniper rifles, the ballista with the iron sight, the idle sway has been reduced. Um, I don't know really exactly what that means. I don't use the iron sight. There's just a few things on the zombie game mode. It resolved several issues with exploitable areas in the die rise. I don't play zombies, so I don't know what that means. Resolved several exploits in Green Run. And it's resolved network connectivity issues that could occur in the front end and lobbies. Maybe you should resolve some networking connectivity issues that could occur in front end lobbies in multiplayer, regular multiplayer. Treyarch, that would be a great freaking idea. I can't. Um, for some reason, I cannot join my stepbrother's game, and he cannot join my game. We literally have to have someone host a lobby, have us both join, and then the other guy leave for us to play together. And it's just so aggravating. So maybe you should do that, Treyarch, instead of just focusing on zombies. There's a really long multiplayer issues addressed, but it's just like there's nothing really specific about it, I guess. So I mean, I don't really know what to do or what to say about those. It looks like there's some uh personalization packs that you could buy for $2. It looks like, or 160 Microsoft points. Oh, one of them is the bacon personalization pack. Wrap your favorite weapon in bacon in the most deliciously cured meat known to man. That's cool. And then it says the extra slots pack. This one's for the players who requested even more loadouts and or are fans of theater mode. You can now get 10 more created class slots, giving you 20 total if you've gone all the way to Prestige Master. So if you buy the pack, you get 10 more. That just seems like too much. Jesus. Well, it also allows you to store more than or 20 more emblems, 32 more films, and 42 more screenshots. Also, that's all for $2. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess it's pretty significant because of the guns, but other than that, I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, there's one of the multiplayer issues things. It says, um, oh, it says, fix the issue that a combat knife could kill the guardian sometimes. That's I wonder who found that out. You could shoot it for 10 minutes and somebody throws a knife at it and it dies. Anyway, guys, that's about it for that. I'm as excited as anybody else about MLG Dallas this weekend. It starts in 2 days, and I am gonna have to find somewhere where it's streaming online. Hopefully, it is because I'm not gonna be able to go. I really wanted to. I was actually close to being able to go, but I couldn't fix it with golf, and I had practice in school, and it's right in the middle of midterms, so I just couldn't go. Really pissed about it. But I'll just try to find it online somewhere and watch it. But yeah, that's the 15th through the 17th, and I am not even going to try to hide it. I'm a huge Optic fan. I well, I follow their Twitch.tv. I watch them play a lot. I'm a huge fan. Um, and I think with their situation, they kind of got dicked in the online qualifiers, which I agree with. And I honestly, I'm not trying to because they say that the lag affects them, and I could see it. I mean, I'm on dorm room connection, like I said before, and it affects me. I mean, I'm not saying I'm as good as them, and I'm not saying that's why I lose games, but I could see where they're coming from with you know where you're in a gunfight and you should win it, but maybe your connection doesn't allow you to get first shot when it looks like you do have first shot. There's just little things like that. I mean, a game can come down to one gunfight. I mean, especially a hardpoint game. I mean, if you got one guy in the hill and he wins a gunfight and you get 20 points or 20 seconds, but maybe your connection may have you lose it. Just little things like that. You know what I mean? When you're playing the best people in the world, I mean, it often comes down to one map or one game type. So I can see where they're coming from, but since they got dicked in the online qualifier, they have to finish top eight, I believe, unless something's changed. The last I heard, they have to finish top eight in MLG Dallas to qualify for the COD Championships, which I think is ridiculous anyway, because they won the damn thing in 2011. I feel like like I just don't know how it it comes down to the reigning champion has to win online qualifiers, best of three again. I mean, and like I said, I mean it's the best players in the world, so I mean anything can happen. especially online. And they were a little bit unfortunate, and now they have to scrap an MLG Dallas. And Scumper said it best. He's never been on a team that hasn't finished in the top 8 in any event. I mean, that just gives more proof to their point of they play better on LAN. And people can want to argue that all day, but I mean the proof is right there. I mean they can lose all the online scrims they want, and they still go to the next LAN, like the UMG Chicago. They were losing online scrims up until UMG Chicago, and they went out and won the thing. But which is something you need to watch if you haven't watched it. That was a very exciting final. I watched it, and it was really exciting. But I'll be watching that hopefully, and yeah, then it should be streaming somewhere. I would think it'd be streaming somewhere, but I've been wrong before. So video's coming to an end. There's only about 30 seconds left, guys. So yeah, I mean some highlights of the patch. Yeah, the MSMC and the PGW being the recoil is increased, and the what was it? The hip fire damage was, or hip fire accuracy was decreased. I'm sorry. All right, guys. If you liked the video, hit the like, hit the favorite button. If you subscribe, if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you in the next video.